Hello everyone, my name is Kyuchul Yoon. I'm a professor at the Department of English Language and Literature at Yeongnam University, located in South Korea. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to one of my books. It's called Praat and Scripting. It's written in English. I have the Korean version also. This book is an ebook and it's about 1,000 pages long. It's a pretty thick book. I have a lot of bookmarks here. A table of contents, part A. It has 3 parts. Part A has 15 chapters for the basic Praat. And part B has 22 chapters. It's an advanced level part. Part C has 2 subparts, Area 1 and Area 2. Area 1 is for Buckeye corpus and Area 2 is for Soul corpus. Let's go to the table of contents. Okay, here it is. Let's make it bigger. Okay. So it has 3 parts. The book's composed of 3 parts. Part A, Praat Basics. If you are new to Praat and if you want to know more about Praat, this is the part for you. Part B is Praat Advanced. If you know the basics of Praat and if you know a little bit about scripting, this part has lots of scripts for you to learn. Part C is Praat for corpus. Area 1, Buckeye corpus, and Area 2 is Soul corpus. You can use Praat and scripts to work with speech corpus, like the Buckeye corpus and the Soul corpus. I participated in creating the Soul corpus with other professors. So I have in this area, I have a lot of scripts that I used to build the Soul corpus. So this will be a good chance for you to look at most of the important scripts used to build the corpus. Let's go to each part. Part A. Here is the Part A table of contents. Okay, so this is the basics part. Chapter 1 is introducing Praat for beginners. Chapter 2, think like computers. Chapter 1 is very long. The chapter is about the basics of Praat and also the basics of phonetics. How you can use Praat to learn and study phonetics. So this chapter is pretty long. From chapter 2 to chapter 14, these are about Praat scripting. So each chapter is relatively short, much shorter than chapter 1. And the last chapter, Archive for various scripts, it has a lot of scripts from basic ones to advanced scripts. Let's go to Part B. Part B is for the advanced learners. It has many of my scripts. Chapter 1, a simple listening experiment. Chapter 2, measure reaction times. Chapter 3, synthesize vowels. So each chapter has one or more Praat scripts, and you can perform a simple listening experiment using a Praat script. You can measure reaction times, and you can synthesize vowels. You can draw vowel space with formants. You can change vowel formants. Practice measure English vowel pronunciation. You can manipulate durations and pitch using the P-SOLA algorithm implemented in Praat. Chapter 9, change intensity and normalize. Chapter 10, how to clone prosody, how to exaggerate prosody. Chapter 12, speech synthesizer and automatic speech recognition labels. Chapter 13, measure VOTs automatically. Chapter 14, label sounds semi-automatically. Chapter 15, use Praat mem pages. Chapter 16, how you can Romanize Hangul, the Korean letters. Chapter 17, create a talking clock. Chapter 18, building a pronunciation frequency dictionary. Chapter 19, wave surfer .lap to .text grid. So here I introduce you a script that can convert a .lap file to a .text grid file. Chapter 20, scripts for K-to-B labeling. Chapter 21, create a listening exam audio file. Chapter 22, odds and ends. So this last chapter, as in part 1, has lots of miscellaneous. Some are important, some are unimportant, some are easy, and some are harder. So it has lots of scripts. So if you if you want to learn more about Praat scripting, this is like the treasure island. I hope this can be a treasure island for you. And let's go to part C. Part C has 2 areas. Area 1 doesn't have any area 51. Area 1, Buckeye corpus. Area 2, solar corpus. I downloaded the Buckeye corpus and did some modifications to the label files. The label files from the Buckeye corpus are not in .text grid format. So I did some conversion and I wrote some scripts to figure out some statistics about the corpus. I also wrote my own search scripts for the corpus. I built a pronunciation dictionary for the corpus. I wrote a script to calculate the speech rates, extracted vowel formants, measured VOTs for stops, and those things. For each chapter has details about those topics. Area 2, solar corpus. Chapter 1, introduction and downloading. Chapter 2, scripts for building the corpus. Chapter 3, statistics about the corpus. Chapter 4, search scripts for the corpus. Chapter 5, building pronunciation dictionary. Chapter 6, extracting vowel formants. Chapter 7, measuring VOTs for stops. 8, vowel lengths. 9, investigating stops and fricatives. I also can give you all the files, scripts, and data files for this book. If you ask me, if you email me, then I can send you the link to the zipped file, which is about 1 gigabyte, more than 1 gigabyte big. It's a pretty big file. It has all the scripts and input-output files for all the chapters of this book. Okay, so if you want to know the basics about Praat and scripting, study part A. I'm going to explain each chapter in detail and upload the video lectures to the YouTube site. So I hope I can do good. I can be a good teacher for you if you're new to Praat. Okay, so that's about it for the introduction of this book. If you have time and energy, and if you're interested in Praat, I hope we can see each other more often. Okay. This is it for the introduction, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.